Sai Ram, everyone. We would like to invite you to Dallas, Texas, to Shirdi Sai Baba Temple Theater Plano, and we welcome you all to Texas. यहाँ पे हम लोग अपनी साई बाबा की आरती करेंगे और उसके बाद we are going to take you to our event where the worship chief was here to host a beautiful program of Sai Baba, and then we are also going to light the torch, and then Sai Baba का आशीर्वाद लेके Sai give me power, and it's today. Sai.
साई राम, ओ मेरे साई राम, बाबा बड़े दयालु हो, सबके दिल में रहते हो, सबकी विनती सुनते हो। साई राम, ओ मेरे साई राम, शिरडी की पावन धरती पर बाबा धुनी रमाते हो। शिरडी की पावन धरती पर बाबा धुनी रमाते हो। द्वारका माई में रहते हो, सबकी मन्नत सुनते हो। साई राम, ओ मेरे साई राम, बाबा बड़े दयालु हो, सबके दिल में रहते हो, सबकी विनती सुनते हो। साई राम, ओ मेरे साई राम, जो दिल में तुमको रखते हैं, उन पे कृपा तुम करते हो। जो दिल में तुमको रखते हैं, उन पे कृपा तुम करते हो। दुखों को बाबा हरते करते हो, सुख ही सुख देते हो। साईं राम ओ मेरे साईं राम, बाबा बड़े दयालु हो, सबके दिल में रहते हो, सबकी बिनती सुनते हो। साईं राम ओ मेरे साईं राम, साईं राम ओ मेरे साईं राम, साईं राम ओ मेरे साईं राम।
Sai
Shirdi Sai Maharaj ki Sai Maharaj ki Sai everyone. May I have your attention, please? Smile. Today, on occasion of Magha Shriman Aushim Khetarpal from Shirdi, he came today here, and there is a special program is going to start right now about the program, and Khetarpal some introduction, our devotee will give. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Namaste, Sai Ram. My name is Nidhi, and we would like to welcome you all today to our event, Sai Ki Mahima, which is going to be happening in the basement. We have our honored guest, Mr. Aushim Khetarpal from India, Shirdi, who is going to begin Sai Ki Mahima World Tour starting today in Dallas. And he is also a renowned and very famous, renowned philanthropist and spiritual mentor and guide, who is going to be the torch bearer from Shirdi, and he's brought this torch to us. And he's going to be taking the blessings of Baba today. And after this, the World Mahima Tour begins. And we are very honored and happy to have you all join us in the event. Bolo Shri Sachidanand Sadguru Sai Maharaj ki Jai. So please join us. We are going to light the forge and we are going to take Pradakshina with Baba. So please join us.
Sai Maharaj ki Jai. Saburi Sai Maharaj ki Jai. Asmin Purva Sankalpa Prakarena Purvochyadevam Pravishesha Vishishtayam Asyam Shubhadidau Shrimad Kiranda Nodi Brahmandarayasya Bhagavato Devadevo Tamasya Jagat Purambiraha Jagat Raksha Damodirasya Samartha Sadguru Sai Bhagavantam Nisya Priyadyartham Vishwasantyartham Deepajwalanam Muhurtas Muhurtostu Harihi Om Buddhi Vyasvajata Vedo Bhagwan Nirvadam Mama Asukasya Vasyama Vajivanam Jadisho Disha Om Jyotishmani Dvasadayami Jyotishkritam Jyotarvidam Vasadayami Bhaswati Vasadayami Jwalanti Vasadayami Malmala Bhavanti Vasadayami Buddhi Vyasvajata Vedo Bhagwan Nirvadam Mama Asukasya Vasyama Vajivanam Jadisho Disha Vishwasantyartham Sai Samrakshanaardham Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavanti Satsankalpena Sai Jnana Jyoti Jvalana Prapyartham Sakala Jnana Virudyartham Vishwasantyartham Asmin Ayam Muhurtas Muhurtostu.
Saira, I bow my head to all the people who are here today for this momentous occasion. On 15th October, I was given the responsibility by Baba at the Sai Baba Satstan and various Satstans all across the country to carry the torch of Sai Baba, which I have been carrying for the last 22 years. Only people who would have watched the film would change the whole country towards Sai Baba and all the serials that you see on television. Baba blessed me to give that knowledge to various people across the globe. And today is a very momentous day because the torch and the mashal, which was lit on the 15th of October on Maha Samadhi Day, I have been given the honor by the Sanstha and blessed by Baba to carry that torch. And all of you here will touch the torch because this flame starts the uniting of the strength of unity, peace across the globe, which is very badly needed. And there is no better place to start it from the bhakts who are there in dance. I remember 20 years back when I was making the film and I was blessed to carry his work. Little did we know that more than 100 actors would act in that film and the topmost singers would sing in that film. But that message of the film was so strong that it touched the hearts of various people staying in the country. And that day, when there were about 600 to 700 people coming to Shirdi, in 3 months there were more than 10,000 people coming. Today, this responsibility which is bestowed on my head is for all of you to bless the torch that stays ignited for years to come. People shall remember the world who started from dance. It will be something which you all cherish. So do not hesitate to touch the flame, because this will go down as one of the historic moments. I shall be with you downstairs, all the people who want to attend, all I want to know, and the message of Sai Baba to be given to you. Please attend. And it will be live on YouTube, seen all across the country, worldwide. So you can all join and take the messages of Baba. Thank you very much.
Please join us in the way. So, namaste and welcome today to our program Sai Ki Mahima. A little bit of introduction about Aushim Ji. He is a spiritual visionary, a filmmaker, an author, and a global advocate for change. Aushim Khetarpal is not just a name, but a symbol of unwavering dedication to spirituality, social change, and service to humanity. A multifaceted individual, Aushim Ji's life is a living testament to the transformative power of faith, compassion, and action. He has become a guiding light for millions across the globe, not only through his deep connection with the teachings of Shirdi Sai Baba, but also in his tireless efforts in addressing societal issues, inspiring others, and promoting inclusivity. As an author of 69 profound spiritual books on Sai Dhyan, each one a treasure trove of wisdom and insights into the life and teachings of Shirdi Sai Baba, Aushim Ji has brought Sai Baba's message of faith, patience, and service to the written word, reaching audiences from all walks of life. These books serve as invaluable resources for those seeking spiritual growth and understanding, reinforcing the timeless relevance of Sai Baba's teaching in today's world. Beyond literature, Aushim Ji is perhaps best known for his groundbreaking film and television series. His work includes the iconic Shirdi Sai Baba film in 2001, which brought the spiritual journey of Sai Baba to life, touching hearts and minds worldwide. His critically acclaimed TV serial Sai Baba 2005 to 2009 is still cherished by millions, deepening the connection between Sai Baba and his devotees. Aushim Khetarpal has earned a reputation as a spiritual leader, philanthropist, and change maker. He has also been the visionary force behind the Sai Baba Feast Awards, an initiative honoring individuals and organizations whose work exemplifies the core value of peace, compassion, and service to humanity. This prestigious award, which has been celebrated on platforms such as the Netaji Subhash Chandra Stadium and the Akshay Shirdi Sai Sai Baba Temple, underscores his commitment to honoring those who work towards creating a better, more compassionate world. Aushim Khetarpal is not just a spiritual leader, he is a visionary, a filmmaker, an author, and a global advocate for change. A true embodiment of Sai Baba's message of love, service, and compassion. His journey is one of transformative service and faith, and the world is a better place because of his unwavering commitment to spreading these timeless values. And without further ado, I would like you to all welcome Mr. Aushim Khetarpal on stage, starting his World Mahima tour in Dallas today.
आइए मिलकर एकता की मिसाल को आगे बढ़ाएं। मैं श्री औशीम खेतरपाल जी जो कि शिरडी साई बाबा फाउंडेशन के फाउंडर हैं, उनका भी तहे दिल से धन्यवाद करता हूँ जिन्होंने मुझे साई सर्वधर्म संभावना दिवस के मौके पर आमंत्रित किया और इसका हिस्सा बनने का मौका दिया।
जय साई बाबा, मैं पेरिस पैरा ओलंपिक 2024 हमारे अंतर्दृष्टि के साथ कालातीत ज्ञान का मिश्रण करते हैं। विभिन्न प्लेटफॉर्मों पर जुड़े और साईं बाबा के साथ हमारे संबंध को बनाने, गहरा करने के लिए इस वैश्विक आंदोलन का हिस्सा बने।
नमस्कार दोस्तों, सही राम, आप लोग कैसे हो? तो मैं आज आपको एक कहानी बताने जा रहा हूँ। कहानी मुझे वो सच्चाई है। जब मैं 2019 में वर्ल्ड चैंपियनशिप से पहले जब मैं मेडल लेकर आया था तो मुझे कोई भी स्पॉन्सर नहीं था। मेरा एक साथी मिले मुझे जो पिता के रूप में मुझे फॉलो और सपोर्ट करने के लिए वो थे औषिम खेतरपाल जी। तो उन्होंने मुझे साईं जी के बारे में इतना बताया और इतना मुझे इतना सपोर्ट दिया, इतना मेंटली सपोर्ट दिया, तो इसी की वजह से मैं जब भी जाता हूँ तो उनसे मिलता हूँ तो बहुत ज़्यादा खुश होता हूँ और साईं जी के आशीर्वाद से काफ़ी सारी चीज़ें संभव हुई। तो 15 अक्टूबर को साई सर्वम दिवस मनाया के लिए उनके साथ में शिरडी साई आ रहा हूँ। आप भी रहिए, हम सब मिलेंगे आपको। धन्यवाद। ओम साई राम।
पीढ़ियों से विभाजित, आस्था से जुड़ी धर्म की दिव्य शक्ति।
कृष्णा साई अगरबत्ती धूप बत्ती।
और यही पर अंदर जैसे ये पेट पूरा हो जाएगा पूरा यहाँ पर रख दिया जाएगा गायब को
Ladies and gentlemen, नमन करता हूँ सबको जो मेरे आज today who have come here today to be a part of a big journey which starts with the message of Sai Baba globally. People across India who have come and paid in America and various parts of the world. The joy that they get when they go to the Master and who he believed in gives them so much of joy that this is the only community in the world where one Sai Bhakt can trust the other Sai Bhakt without asking questions. That is the love of the Master, and also a Master who does justice with the faith that you impose on him. I'm very happy to be here today, not as a torchbearer, not only as a torchbearer of the Mashal of Unity Peace, and to make 15th October the Maha Samadhi Day as the Maha Samadhi Day. And I carry with me a lot of blessings from various Sai Baba organizations, including the team of J.B. Sasodia and his team, who launched this Maha Samadhi Day, and the letter was given to the Prime Minister at the Jantar Mantir just before COVID. This year, we had assembled from overseas more than about 10,000 people who have scanned and sent the message to us that 15th October should be made a Maha Samadhi Day in the Indian calendar. But my belief is that if more than 1 lakh people come and we can give it to the Prime Minister and the Indian government to make 15th October at the day of peace, I think all the Sai Bhakts worldwide would have done their first piece of reverence to their master. It is not like India, where when I go for Samadhis, we have more than 10,000 people. But what matters most beyond the country and is staying in places like America, Canada, it is the love that you carry for your master, which gets you to the temple, riding 40 kilometers. And paying your reverence to him. In that light, I would like to just get out from the life Baba spoke Kathas, called experiences. And in today's world, how does it touch you? A lot of people come and say, oh, Baba's a miracle man. But in today's age, we need to realize who Sai is. And how does he connect with you? When you go through the Gita and you go through Ramayana, the two words and the two lines will stay with you, will stay with me. And I narrate this innumerable times, is Krishna telling Yudhishthira and Arjuna, whenever you take a position in life, there is always opposition. Arjun, तूने भी बहुत बात की, बट ये विधि का विधान है कि मुझे तेरे साथ रहना पड़ रहा. It is destiny. Otherwise, current is a better warrior than you. You had made a lot of mistakes in life. When you come to the feet of the Lord, all these mistakes, with faith, all these mistakes are forgotten. But whenever you take a position in life at the feet of the Lord, there is no opposition. And that's exactly what he proved, that with a small army, and after giving his Naraini Caesar, he proved to the world the biggest miracles of Mahabharata he won for the Pandavas. Later in life, the world always gets masters who perform extraordinary feats, who are bestowed by the universal energies to do good for society, humanity, and give a lesson. If you analyze why did Ram and Krishna come, and why today Sai Baba's popularity is growing by millions every year. You analyze this, your analysis can be very simplified by saying that there were no better. Vishnu took birth on this earth through Ram and Krishna. Because both were very good administrators. Shiva never came to the earth. The only form that he came was suicide. Now, if you realize what I'm saying, Ram was a very good administrator, and he had the powers of Vishnu. And if he had not come, the Brahmins would not have been saved. They were taking the ills of Rama and various other Asuric forces who were torturing the Brahmins and the Rishis. So he came for a purpose of destruction. But whenever any alien soul comes over here in the form of humans, they are always enveloped with all the energies which attract the humans. So he paid a price. He had to pay a price precisely He had to pay a price and then thank you. When his work was done, he took Samadhi. Then came Krishna, who fought like a warrior. Right. From the birth, he was fighting. Till the time, because he didn't study for 13 years, till the time he went to Gurukul, and he gave up everything. Yet Durvasa Rishi told him, and he gave him its Sudarshan chakra. And it said, there is a purpose of your coming. He went, fought battles. Right throughout the Maha, he realized that my karmic accounts, I have to pay a price bill. He will. That's why he said, I'm not going to fight the Mahabharata, because he had given up and said, I'm not going to create any more karmic accounts. Knowing fully well that what the universe was making him do, he has to pay a price for it. And he was prepared for it. He was a very, very good orchestrator who thought only for the downtrodden. He empowered the killers, the transgenders. He empowered Philip. He empowered and showed the world that the importance of cow seva. And he empowered people with the thought of empathy. There are various examples of what he did, which people at that time may like or may not like, but they all mean that he was a superpower. And he said before he went that after I go, there will be masters study. How do you make master diet? The whole culture moved towards Egypt. It moved towards Greece, Rome, the Indian culture, the Aryan culture moved there. They took a lot of learnings from the Mahabharata and they built up the architecture, the mathematics, which Sanskrit. And they came a person by the name of Moses. "150 years back, the prediction of Moses was given by Khanum Hodeth, who was a priest of Greece. He said, Moses will come and he will take the Hebrews out of salvation. Moses came. He was told to give up being the next prince of Egypt. He came and he fought those battles. But he got attached when he went to Oblivion, got attached to God. And he had the energies of God, Abraham, who the Hindus call as Shiva. And what he did, how the God, the Hebrews are a salvation. But such was his faith in God that he took the Hebrews out across the mountains to the sea, to a dead end, not knowing what is the next step. But he had that faith. When everything was dead in God, the waters started receding and the shaft was there on the sea. It is one day in that 1,000 days where the seas part. Well, that is the day where seas parted. And the rest is history. But it wasn't human lives of peace. No, he sacrificed his life for the people. Because these were the dictates of God. So when we hear stories, we think that anyone who goes to God is not living a good life. Where should I go to? He gave the dictates that these are the 11 commandments of God. Just follow them. There were various masters who came after that. There was Guru Nanak, there was Baba Ram Sakhi, there was Buddha. Shankaracharya gave a different analogy. What happened was all these were masters, but just 170 years back, they comes a master who at the age of 6 or 7 did not he searched for God Hekadah. There were 4 people who got out on that journey, but only one was left. When he got a master like Vaikusha, Vaikusha took this own youngster. He realized that this youngster had some special powers. And it only saw Shivananda from Arunachala Tirumala. He took him to Marathwada. He was there at Kailash. He was there at Gandhara. After this journey, Vaikusha said that in Marathwada that from today, you are on your own. There is a purpose of your life. But the purpose of Sai before he became Sai was he was so attracted to Shina that 2000 years back, his guru was there in Shirdi. And when he came to Shirdi, where he was a youngster, before Vaikusha took him on that sojourn, he came, he sired the thunderstorm, and he gave up good results. So who was Sai? And why are you following him? Here comes a man who leaves everything for the journey, and the first time he went to Kailash, he saw Shiva. And Shiva told him, I'm going to take you to a place, Shirdi, near Koperta. He talks to him and he says, but what is my purpose? It says, you will be with people, teach their empathy, empower them. He says, how can I empower them? Because humans do not believe. They only believe in miracles. He says, I promise you, the words that you say will be my words. He says, then how will people come to Shirdi? Shirdi is a small village. He says, that's not your job. That's my work. Just go and give a message about I am God. He says, but I cannot be the work more. See what happened to Krishna and what happened to Ram. What happened? These no warriors who paid a price for fighting. He says, you will be a Hak Yogi. You will be a fakir. Because I am a fakir. You are my pupil. And this right pupil already listens to his master. He will do exactly what I do. Thus, all the things that you see of Shiva were ingrained in Sai. Meaning of Diksha, the meaning of Takshivan, the meaning of Vibhuti, which is the pasuk which Shiva used to for his body. All these lessons, he was given the power, cured people. He could perform miracles, but never, ever think that Baba would be happily arrogant about what he was doing.
The greed never took over him. He would distribute his wealth. He taught the power of Bhiksha. What is Bhiksha? You have a problem. Why do people say go and distribute food? Andante. Because your problem, when you give andan, is suppose you give to 100 people, your problem gets distributed to 100 people. They take your ills and they bless you. But when the andan is made, it is burnt in fire. So all that bhiksha that you collect, a saint or a rishi collects, that's why I say go to a rishi and tell him to do andan. Or you do it yourself. Don't just give money. Because whoever is blessing you is taking that negativity out of you. And when that negativity goes off, you are in purity. In other words,
The universal reality is telling you, make space for grace. Unless you take that negativity out, there's not going to be grace. So you distribute your ills to 100 people who take that ill, and your work is done. So here comes a man who shows who had Shiva had got the soul in here just to tell the world, get out of all these taposnas of life. Oh, I have periods, I cannot go to the mandir. He said, go to the mandir. He says, he met with Shipri and he said, she's a leperoti, a leper. He says, we tried the same water. Shipri says, कि आप पे कैसे पानी नहीं है? He said, कुछ भी होगा. He touched Shipri, she was over. She was out of her mood. Like that. He gave the importance of so many messages, which today, over the passage of time, have become, in very simple words, messages of Baba. But you realize there are a whole lot of masters of people. Tulsidas. Why is Baba getting so much of importance? Why is he growing? 30 years back, India, Mahatma Gandhi. But if you look at the alliances, the latest meta report, which is outside for you, 70% of the population believes in Sai Baba. And if you go through the meta report, they say that 90% of this work has been done by Aushim Khetarpal, which I take in a humble stride because I never strive to do all this. And I'm not there with the big scrutiny. One day, how is it possible that without being on the digital platform, without being there, his popularity, when I made the film, was about 700 people came to Shirdi. In 3 months, reached 10,000. Now it's about 60,000. Because I have gone through everything what he's gone through. He taught me to teach the world that, listen, if you go through pain, remember, don't live for yourself. Understand others' pain. Go and help them out. Your pain. will be taken care of for you. Try this tomorrow. Try this on a continuous basis where life will change. And these are the words of Shiva. Shiva never wants anything to himself. Baba was always in the trance. Now, if you analyze Ram and Krishna, they were a Dharm. In the time Krishna realized that my character will have an impact. But because he had come for a purpose. He knew if he had not come for destruction, the world would be a different place altogether. But during Mahabharata, he showed his Virat Roop. He showed his Virat Roop in various masters that he got in good, like Hatha. He got so many people he left. But during Mahabharata, he still took the refuge of Hanuman. He still advocated Ram because he knew Ram had left the leftovers of Ram had to be finished by him. When Vishnu got seeds and met Shiva came on the earth through Baba, Vishnu was not aware of this. In the time, real Baba came into real empowerment when he was 60 years old. When he had done so much for people, that after that, this acknowledgement of people all across Shirdi, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh is following Sambhav. But in the end, he took it upon himself. मंदिर मैं ठीक करूंगा, विठल का मंदिर तुम्हें ठीक करना है. He asked for big chunk and tons of money coming to him. He would take up 5 आना निकालते थे, अपनी चिलम के लिए बाकी सब बांट देते थे. This is known as Astrovastu. I'm going to tell you how Astrovastu comes to you. Mother Teresa was flying from Calcutta to Papa. But she was not there, and there was Aditya Birla there, and there was Rekha, actress's mother. She was sitting in the taxi, and she was going with the CFO. So Aditya Birla asked Mother, how will you go to Papa? She says, I'm going to look at some land so that I can adopt some lepers over there. It's very close to Maha. He didn't bag an eyelid, and he said, he just told his person, he says, I'm sending a small token in Central Canora rupees for the work which had not started as yet. Rekha's mother was sitting on the back seat, and she said, I would like you to come to the house. Her father said, I don't go to anyone's house, so if you want to meet me, please come and meet me, So she went and for to that gave 25 bucks. Where she landed with Bombay, Pal Thackeray was the hospital. He came to know that she'd come to from her. So he says, I want him to come and bless me. So a person back asked her. She says, I'll come, but in my condition that if I can meet lepers there. She said that we organized again hospital. So she met the lepers and to bless her. Pal Thackeray said, Brother, how are you? She says, I'm looking at land. In 15 minutes, he ordered that the land behind Leela Rathan Hospital may be given to her. This is astrological. When you do so much of work for your back, him, where do you stack the money gets accumulated? Same thing happens because with Simon or any other master, Guru Nanak, all these are people who have done so much for humanity that one day the energies of the world get the money here. Money is just the extra bit. So, in the later stages, last 10 years, 12 years, Every day, Baba was doing some miracle or the other. Someone would get cured of cancer, typhoid. Every day, something or the other was happening. And in Lady Bargi would go and address people that would be his daily. But in the end, greed never got better with him. And here was a man like Shiva who would empower people and say, okay, make this go. Do this. Open a hospital. And he blessed people, and whoever he blessed, everyone did some work with humanity. The place that we sit over here while we're talking, I'm sure the people who made this won't have known where the money is come from. Here was a person that was selfless, like Shiva. He wanted nothing for himself because his story was every day the sun shines, irrespective of how much you curse it. Irrespective of how much you get curse Sai or Shiva or Krishna for not doing your work, he would still be there in the next day. So when you realize that indirectly you are being taken to the highest abode, and he would never take any credit for it, you would realize as your work was done, one day he'd open doors and say, open now, I want you to go to Krishna. Now I want you to go to Parvati. Now I want you to go to Ram and to Shiva. That is how he works. All he wanted. So there was Moses. 2,500 years back, he said, when he came back from Mopal's time, he said, these are the 10 commandments of God. There was a person 2,500 years in this Kali who said, you do your work and surrender. And surrender to God. But I'll take care of the rest. And a few are parts of Baba who are coming to this temple. I'm sure everyone has had some instance or the other where you think extraordinary things that happen to you. It's so easy to go to it. Don't come and pray to you. Say it. Sign. Walk the tree in the park and solve my problem. And just see it. Because like Shiva, all the traits that Shiva had, Baba has them. But if you do wrong and you're on the right path and you're doing wrong, he'll carry a lucky and put you into such a situation that unless you go back and improve yourself, it will not come to you. That is what Shiva is. So who are you going to? We are today almost of the words of finishing a karmic account for so many years that we've been wrong. Is it the time now that we go and say, I want to finish my karmic account which I've done in my earlier life. I would lead a very simple and in life which I had to give a smile to people. You will change. The person sitting over here was an atheist. I never believed in God. He took away 600 crores from me, made me a pauper. When I made the film, I was involved in one of the biggest controversies of the world in April, where I was raped. I won that case with Scotland Yard. I changed the face of cricket in India because he had to take me the way that so. Until today, you cannot enter a city and shoot a particular shot. And I don't know how the doors open. He may be doing one of the biggest things which changed the graph of television in India. If Sai Baba serial had not come and the film had not come on Star TV, all the corporate should have changed. They were still doing Sambhav the series. But now it is all about Mahabharat to the mic, Om Namo Shivaya, Ganesha, and Sambhav. I mean, they're fine like me. It's no longer young. If you see the latest meta reports, it says 90% of the population of 70 crore people who believe in Sai Baba love Aushim Khetarpal. It is not my day. I'm not here to talk about myself. I'm here to tell you, if this can happen to me, it will happen to you. Because we both have the same blood, flesh. I'm here just to empower the people who are here today so that we want a chance. Empower them. Listen, time's come. You give us my clear view on space. Bikes stop. We do service for dogs, for cats, for mammals, for humans. If you give us smile, we do. Without seeking, he will give you 10 times. I guarantee you that. The whole purpose of my talking about 70, 80 cities in the next 18 months. And we've launched the biggest Lalka Nobel Prize we are launching, Sai Baba Peace Awards, where in 2015 I had this opportunity by the Prime Minister of India to do a event with the food stars, all the politicians paid a cricket match. And later, Mamta Banerjee asked me to give the Sai Baba Peace Awards to Mahima of Rathanova in Calcutta. That time it struck me that, today, the only name which has a message of peace is Sai Baba. And from India, if we can get the Sai Baba Peace Awards talking worldwide, I think that's the biggest thing that we can do for remembrance of his word, that people of the world get involved. That is going to happen next March. And I would just like to end on a note saying, when I can change, then you can change. And when you can change, the world will change. If only 10% of people sitting over here can be empathetic, not lose their cool, not get rustled by small things which happen in life, you're at the path of helping practice. And that is very important. When you're alone, you don't have anyone to support you. You don't have a companion after late. The only thing which takes you is the faith of the universe, or maybe Sai that makes Shila. So it's better that you dedicate yourself or don't think of. Thank you very much for being here. Now, I have online programs. If you see my shows, I have people coming up and asking personal questions. And I, through the answers of Baba, I give answers. If you had any questions, you most welcome to ask me. I will come back to for this.
We'll have a question answer round if anybody would like to ask Aushim ji questions regarding Sai Baba, regarding the work that he's doing in the world right now. He's able to do that. Also, to make an announcement that Aushim ji is working towards making a temple in Vrindavan for Sai Baba. And if you would like to know more about it and also have a look on all the books that he has written, we have a display of books over here. And if you would like to donate, please go to our website and follow Aushim ji on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. I would like to now pass on the mic in case anybody would like to have or ask him some questions. Yes. It's up. Great. It's up. Great.
One thing I did is before anyone picks up, calls me a Guruji or something. I hate three words: actor, producer, Guruji. And unfortunately, one of them, I don't like that word. So you can call me your friend and just make fun of it.
Lately, I came to know I'm a big follower of Baba and all the striking posts to your show, honestly. I was sad because of many reasons, but one good day I was working and I was watching.
Tell you something. You watch the show. Is the man that you see on the television handsome?
He played the role well, though. And I started crying and crying, and I
There. Just joking.
asked,
Guess, take a guess.
I'm not getting that.
How old does that man look in television or the soap?
I thought there was some other active thing.
No, that is Sai Baba, I think. My role. How old does he look in the script? How old do I look in the script?
Somewhere 60, late 60s.
Late 60s. Yeah. You hit the bullseye. You're the only one in the world who said that. Just joking. The truth. People say I'm 40, 41. Yeah, but I'm 63. Yes. But look at this. Face looks good. Hair is still black. There's no tummy. This is a grace. Because when it happens in Sarv, all these things. And I never go to the hospital. You know, my brother's a doctor in America, Texas. I hate going to the hospital. I would rather have Ayurvedic stuff to cure me. It's the faith, which is important.
So, some other YouTube big leaders of Maha, they said Baba is a reincarnation of Hanuman.
Who would Shiva be on the earth? Hanuman. Hanuman did not go with Ra. He's still on the earth. Hanuman is Hanuman. Hanuman is there to bless any person given by the universal energies to be with him. He was there with Krishna. He was there with Ram. He's still alive. So, he is not the avatar of Hanuman. He is a direct, meditate. He is a direct. Shiva has come to the earth the first time. But he has the powers and the ability which Hanuman blesses him with.
Hanumanji doesn't power.
Without blessing, Hanuman, nothing can be done. Anything, nothing.
So why do our mythology says the name first spread the Ishji and then
Ganesh is the wisdom. Whenever you write a book or with a prayer start, that is a vardhan given you by Shiva to Ganesh. So that's how Ved Vyas Valmiki that Ganeshai Nama. And till the time that Valmiki was writing, he says, don't stop the pen. Ved Vyas was writing, don't stop the pen because I'll talk. And the pen only stopped when Mahabharata. He finished Mahabharata. Valmiki, he said, don't stop the pen, keep on writing. Just remember what it writes. You can never go to God through theory and in learning. Because 99.9% people who are learned and keep the scriptures up before God, they're not successful. Why? Because when you get learning, there is a head which comes in you. Ravan was so learned, but he had the head. But why did he? So he will always come to you to people who understand only one package, have faith. But unless you had the ability and you had the power to show the world what you're capable of, you will never complete. It's history. But the Baba's no God. It's only one God. Baba हमेशा कुछ सबका मालिक भी, but हम लोगों ने उसको भगवान बना दिया. That's our rich. But how do words like Anutpoti, Brahman, Kap, why didn't they come for Ganesh ji, or why didn't they come for others? Why did they come for you? Only 2 times has Palki come out in this whole years of mankind. एक राम की पालकी निकली और बाबा की पालकी निकली, और तो किसी की पालकी में ही निकली, जीते थे. क्यों हो गए? फकीर थे, फकीर रहे. He never said I must say. He was heart yogi like Shiva. So शिवा की पूरी अगर देखो, उन्हें क्या क्या प्रचार किया? भस्म को विभूति. All the things which Shiva said. गाय सेवा, बेल पत्र, बाबा से आपको पेट में तकलीफ है, बेल पत्र लेके शिवलिंग पे डालो, उसका पानी पियो, तुम्हारी पेट में पत्र भी ठीक हो जाए. He gave so much of importance. He gave so much of importance to cows. Sure. He said, I talk to the animals, I talk to the trees. Yes, because पहले ऐसे नहीं होता. But Shiva gave it because he could come. He says, I've given you the Vardhan. Is Kallug mein, you will be the one who will take Kalki. Everyone to Kalki. Are you attracted to Sai Baba? Because he's doing miracles too. Okay. आपको 1 miracle, 2 miracle, 3 miracle, 5 miracle होते. At least आप मेरे को अपने लिए कुछ नहीं मानता. मेरे को इतना कुछ भी है. But you love him. You love him so much because he's selfless. वो जब भी मांगो दे देते तो तुम बोलोगे मैं 4 मांगू, मैं छोटी हो जाऊंगी अगर मैं मांगती हूँ. And you have the biggest of crises in your life. There is that 1% faith. मेरे को Baba is missing. And you never disappoint her. No one does it disappoint. ये कौन कर सकता? Hari Shiva. So who is Krishna? He is the one. इतने बिना आदमी मोक्ष नहीं लेता. He doesn't go the last. What you see when you go is Krishna. Without him, you cannot leave the earth.
Isn't it wrong when people say the last word normally people say Ram, Hey Ram?
They say is Hey Ram. Who's Ram? Krishna the same. But Krishna is जो हमारे जो ऋषिज ने बोला हुआ है, he is the solar kala support. He is person without easy ladder the earth. I mean, this is this thing of Krishna. बाबा कोई अवतार नहीं. 20 साल में जो बाबा का प्रचार हुआ है, भाई बहुत हद तक 10% तो मेरे हाथ से हुआ है. मैंने ऐसा तो देखा नहीं. पागल मत. I've never seen. किसके लिए पागल पड़ा? 40 साल पहले भी रह चुके, तो तभी भी इतना पागलपन तो किसी के लिए नहीं हुआ जो आज हो रहा है. वो ना क्यों रहा? There are people in Iceland, there are people in Greece, there are people in Pakistan, और बाबा को मानना शुरू कर दे. Do you think it's going to happen without the blessings of Ram, Krishna, and Shiva? They would put, because today mankind needs answers immediately. और चलिए 30 मिनट भी बहुत फन रहे क्या, उनको 30 सेकंड में रील चाहिए. Understood? So if you analyze, you would see that in him there's full blessing of Shiva. And we would, and it's never said, completely. He says, come, I will show you the jewels of the universe. I will show you, I will take you to Krishna, I will take you to Parvati, I will take you to Shiva. But come with your mind. And let's see the jewels that are missing. You answer. Anyone else? Do you have a personal question you can ask me? I think so. There is a book called.
He signed books by Aushim Khetarpal, which is for everybody to take.
There is a book written on Sai Devotees, which is so. There is a book for everyone. I think we get distributed and get to books. Everyone. On a last note, if the lights can resonate with you, what I can change, then you can change. And when you can change, the world will change. If these can resonate and you can dedicate yourself to selflessness, it's a difficult task. It takes years. But every time you make a mistake, say, I'm going to be selfless. I'm going to be selfless. And every time you have anger, just go do some good work, that's it. Life will change. Thank you very much. And please take your copy of Sai Baba.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us today in the meditation on the Aushim Khetarpal. Namaste.